random page from a newspaper here. I'm going to put a toast sticky note here to mark this page and let me know that I need to come back to it. Climb up high and then drop the journal. I'm going to add another toast to this page, and we'll come back to this one on a day where it's not pouring with rain, and I'll drop it out my window. I'm going to put a sticky note on this page too, as a reminder to come back to it. Fruit stickers. Float this page. How? This is another one that I'm probably going to have to come back to at some point, so stay tuned for the next video, because in the next video I'll be tackling all of these ones that I haven't been able to do. So for now, toast note. Today I'm going to be completing all of the pages that I had previously sticky noted. I think I know which one of these I want to leave for last, so let's start actually with the fruit stickers page. I don't have too many stickers to add to this, I have a couple, so let's just add them in really quick to start off with. Alright, there's number 1, and there's number 2. I'm going to try and continue to collect these as much as possible so we can hopefully fill at least one page, but I think it's going to be a bit of a slow process. Alright, so moving on to the next one that's sticky noted. This one was glue a random page from a newspaper here. So I actually have a newspaper for this. So I was actually hoping that I could make a sort of collage on here of different snippets of newspaper. But it does specifically say a random page, so I'm going to pick a page at random and see where that goes. So I think the best way to actually get a random page would be just to use a random number generator and then rip out that page. We're going to do between 1 and 60. Hopefully we get a nice middle number. 28. Alright, so 28 is just one big ad. So we haven't got too much good newspaper content here, but we can maybe work with this. I actually think it would be really interesting and cool if I made a sort of collage out of the blue section of this page and just kind of layered it all on top of each other. So I was really hoping to do that with actual like text from the newspaper and then layer that all kind of on top of each other, but instead we might have to just do it with a block colour. Alright, so I've cut this page out, and I was thinking of maybe using this blue colour as kind of a background on the page and just kind of layering it on top of itself and building it up to create just kind of like a collage on here. I was also interested in just cutting out this picture in the middle and just sticking that directly on top. But then I noticed on the back of this page we have loads of desserts and stuff. I don't know what this is. I didn't read the full thing. So this was just some kind of survey apparently that they've put in the paper. But I thought this was super interesting because not only do we have this on the front here, then we have all of these on the back here, and then on the next page we also have a McDonald's ad that I cut out, which again has this like lemonade thing. So we've got kind of a dessert theme going on. So I thought that would be like the cutest thing ever to have stuck into this page. I'm going to spend a while cutting these out and then we'll get to sticking them on the page. I want to use that took absolutely forever. The way that these are like real photos that have been cut out is really reminding me of Tomodachi Life, the game for the DS. I haven't played that in ages, but this is really reminding me of that. I thought that this page, just sticking in a random page from a newspaper, was going to be the quickest page to complete today out of all of them, but actually, I think it's going to take the absolute longest. And I'm just going to start like layering them on top of each other. Ah! Alright, I already dropped it and got glue on the page. We're getting somewhere with this. This is actually really frustrating, I'm not gonna lie, because gluing down all of these individual pieces is really time consuming. Okay. So I don't know whether it's obvious or whether you can tell at all, but I was kind of trying my best to go for a sort of light to dark sort of gradient down here by using the different tones. I'm not sure it worked out exactly to plan, but you definitely can tell that the bottom is darker than the top, so it kind of worked, I guess. But I still have all of these little pieces to layer on top, so this page is ending up taking the absolute most time out of any page I've done. Alright, I think this page is done. This took such a long time. It took absolutely forever. I actually think it looks pretty cool now that it's finished. It was a little bit frustrating to glue down all of these pieces individually. I thought it'd be kind of fun and relaxing, but it ended up being very frustrating. But now that it's done, I'm really glad that I took the time to do this because it's really interesting. I really pictured this page just kind of being a block of text from a newspaper. When I read glue in a random page from a newspaper, I thought that we would end up just with like a headline and loads of text, but I'm glad I was able to create a kind of collage and make it kind of unique, so that now when I flip to this page, it's not the same as everyone else who has done this journal. So I'm glad in the end that we ended up with a kind of unique page, but it was difficult getting here, gluing all these pieces down. I'll try and show you in the next video what it looks like completely dry, because it's still very lumpy and kind of wet from the glue that I used. I'll show you what this page looks like dry, hopefully in the next video. So finally, to finish off this video, all we have to do is this final page that I've sticky noted, so let's take that out. Climb up high and drop the journal. So I thought this would be a great ending for this video, just dropping the journal from a great height and seeing what happens. So let's just go for it. Let's just see what happens. Alright, so next we have float this page. Let's take the sticky note out. For this page, I had a couple of different ideas. So the idea that I liked most was to cut out this page and then fold it into a kind of paper boat and then float it that way. But a lovely commenter on my last video, was it my last video or my first video, suggested that I tear out this page and then soak it in like food colouring in order to dye the page, and I thought that was such a cool and fun idea, and I couldn't really choose between those two ideas because I liked them both, so I'm gonna do both. So first things first, I'm gonna cut the page out. Tearing it ended up actually being easier. I just hope this doesn't ruin another page. No, I don't think it will. I'm pretty proud of that. That's a pretty neat tear. Alright, I'm gonna try and fold this. Should we fold it this way or this way so that it's blank? I think we should fold it this way so the text is on the outside. And just to let you know, I am 100% following a tutorial for how to do this. Fold along bottom on both sides. Ah, gotcha. Like that. Alright, now we have this. Huh? Who would have thought this would be so difficult? Somehow it's flat in the next picture. It's like a square. How do you get that? Okay, I'm done. Like, what? I'm gonna get a video tutorial of this. Okay. Oh, get it outwards. Oh, okay, what's that? Oh, like this. Okay, I gotcha. Like this. Okay, that's right. Hey, look at that. Yes. Managed to get to like step 4. It's probably not best to like change the angle because I want to know which way up the paper has to be for the next step, and the camera angle keeps changing in this video. So we're folding something up. Is it this? Turn it over. And then you just have a boat. What? Turn it over. Pull something out of somewhere and now you have a boat. What? How did I do this? I can't even unfold it. Just flip it over. What do you mean? Flip it like this? And then open it. And fold it like that. We made it. We made it to step 5. I keep skipping ahead and missing vital information. I'm at this point. So what, these have to come down? Okay, I think we did it. We have a boat. Look, it has a little tear there. It's weird. It's got folds in all the wrong places, but you know what? We made it. Through what means, I don't know, but we somehow made it. We made a boat. Look. Yay! We made a boat. Now all we have to do is float it on some water with food colouring, and then hopefully it will dye the page, and then I will unfold it and stick it back in the book. Knew that was going to happen. Spilt food colouring everywhere.